like all the elements in your shot. I like your fish.
Well, I don't know what this is the only camera I have that
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Bam, we're live. I like looking at your roadcaster, the arm on your mic, all that stuff. I like your fish. Your funky curtain. It's all cool. Yeah.
So I shouldn't okay.
No, you can go ahead. Pick away.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I have something crazy on the tip of my tongue.
Pick away.
Let me fix this. Well, you got me all
I just like to see your face so I can see the nuances of your expression. With Bryson, I can even though he doesn't make any expressions, I can try to read into his shit a little bit.
What's happening?
Very stoic. Welcome to the show. How much money does Dallin Pepper make? Who is moving? What big fitness organization is moving to the United States? Which CrossFit girl is now on OnlyFans? And
is that better?
Max El Haj gives us some numbers to talk about. Minimum performance numbers.
Much good, very, very better.
Max Al Shabab.
Max El Haj. It's a great video.
Max Al Shabab. Isn't that the Somalian terrorist organization?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Max Al Shabab. Allahu
Akbar. Behind curtain number one. I'm guessing it's hard for me to tell because I don't subscribe to the OnlyFans. But I think this is one of Michelle Bassinet and Danny Spiegel's photography buddies. 829,000 followers.
Holy smokes!
What I missed,
dude? Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Josie's Hamming. Sorry, Josie Hamming. She should change it to Josie Hammers.
Jesus Christ.
84 weeks ago, she got a new rack. Where is it? I saw a post that said new year, new rack. I don't remember.
Where's the
why, right?
Oh, here it is. Shoot to avoid breast cancer?
No, because that's a write-off, dude. That's an investment into the business.
God, I love Sousa's business mind. Yeah, I love Sousa's business mind. New season, new cup size, 84. That was 84 weeks ago or a year and a half ago. But this then popped on the radar for anyone who wants to see more CrossFitters in their next lives. I think that's her, right? It looks like the same arm tattoo. 15 videos.
It's allegedly.
OnlyFans, dude? Are you lying?
Allegedly,
dude.
Hey, listen, this is a CrossFit Games update show. She was an aspirational games athlete, and
you got porn on the update show.
Whoa, dude, nobody knows.
You don't know that. You haven't seen these videos.
So are we going to compare this to how much Dallin made in a year versus how much Josie Hamming made in a year?
Dallin, you got a pair of fake tits. Dallin needs fake tits, an arm tattoo, and to dye his hair brown, and he'll be fucking right on track, baby.
Dance from Dance update says it's not the first time. Oh, is that what happens when I bring a comment? We can actually see the sponsors.
No, dude. It's oh boy,
holy fuck!
Wait, drop the comment. Is it okay? Now it's gonna
behind square number 2.
Jeez Louise, it's all jacked up. That's what we're working with today, boys.
So you can support Josie over at the OnlyFans account. So
how do I remove this side thing?
Big ticket item off the list already. This show's moving fast.
Hey, I think that's part of the turning 7s into 9s campaign.
Yes.
Getting fake oh, sorry, Sousa.
I tried to remove the side thing on Kill Taylor and I kicked the person working out off the screen.
Yeah, oh, here we go. It says hide vertical. You see that in the lower left, just above.
There you go.
I liked your new framing. This is the favorite thing I've seen all week, all month. Which is hard because so many people have made so many great year in review videos and hot takes and predictions and all this.
Is that a cum shot? What is that lit up?
Have you it's a dildo? Have any of you guys seen this?
No.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this: if you were to pick the best camp and best coaches,
okay,
objectively, without
for what? For games
emotional,
athletes?
For fucking NFL. For the fucking soccer league, FIFA. Jesus Christ.
You can be such a liberal sometimes.
Who would you pick without any emotion or bias in it? Who would you pick?
Probably Brute.
Yeah, that's who I would have picked too. Bryson?
Yeah.
Best coaches.
Best coaches, best camp, best place to get your games on.
I would say Proven if we're talking like camps.
Maybe Proven.
Probably best coaches.
Probably Shane and Kiefer. And Joey too. Joey's really good. I mean, at Brute, you've got basically Torres and L, and that's it. I'm sure.
And then also look at their stable of athletes.
No one else matters. Yeah, but look at Proven stable. They have an equally impressive stable. Maybe
and this is the thing too. You can have good athletes go anywhere, but I would say Proven would develop an athlete.
Here's the thing. Matt Torres developed Fee, Dallin, and James. So you can give them those three.
Yeah.
Proven.
And he developed Danielle too. He developed Danielle.
No.
Collar?
He bounced on Danielle.
That's a benchmark.
Did you paint that wood behind you different colors, Souza?
No, it's different colored wood panels.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay. Who would you pick, Souza? Who would you pick? Which camp?
What's the category? I mean, you could do it by like what are we?
The NFL, dude.
Whatever Pedro didn't Pedro do a year in review in Brute 1?
They won something, I think.
Yeah. I can't, because like if you were gonna go by like, who do they have? The most people competing at a semifinal level. Are we talking about
the whole
like
package? The whole
Proven's the best whole package.
Whole package, I would say Proven. I think the only thing that Brute wins in is just probably placement at the games per person at the games.
I had picked Brute. Go ahead, Souza.
Well, I was just gonna say if you like include like specialty coaches and different things like that, I would say like Mayhem probably has more variety of it, right?
Dude, they are not even in the conversation for best camps.
Okay, all right. Well, what the fuck do I do?
I'm taking Max Al Shabab and Training Think Tank.
This is speaking of hammers. Jenny really unfucked me here, and I was by the time I got to this part, I was able to pay attention. Give it a listen.
Was a couple that I disagreed with. Coach of the year and camp of the year. I get that Brute has 3 very influential athletes in the space right now. James Bragg, Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper. Hopper is the champ. They also have Ty Jenkins, Fisa Goffey, the sweetheart of CrossFit, and they just picked up some new athletes going into this next year. But for this year, I don't see Brute being the best camp. They have the potential for next year, for sure. Proven for me,
here we go.
Landslide winner.
Here we
go.
They
had 2 female athletes on the podium. They had Ricky on the podium in second. Colton Mertens winning Spirit of the Games. And they had more athletes in the top 10 on both sides than any other camp.
The Spirit of the Games.
Maddie Sturt, the fittest couple in CrossFit.
I just try to block that part out.
Little baby retard of the Games award. She brings that up.
Block that part out. Block that part out.
Oh, look at the faggot Bill. Oh my God, dude.
Block that part out.
Mertens winning Spirit of the Games. And they had more athletes in the top 10 on both sides than any other camp. Jay Crouch and Maddie Sturt. The fittest couple in CrossFit. Proven athletes. Both placing 6th at the CrossFit Games. Not to mention Lucy McGonigal. Just 1 spot out of the top 10. Up and coming athlete. Rookie season. Finishes 11th. That's really impressive. They had a better athlete roster this season by far. And their roster of coaches ranks supreme. Shane Orr, Nick Johnston, Kiefer Lammy. Proven is the next big empire in the CrossFit space. They have the facility in Nashville. They have their affiliate program. They have online programming. They hosted an online competition this year. They put out regular media content on the YouTube.
All right, so it is Proven.
Damn. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that settles that, huh?
She goes on for another 2 minutes. It's like,
yeah, shit.
Hey, and I don't know where you place this, but just involvement in the CrossFit community. I think of almost as Brute as a satellite outside the fence, and I think of, although I don't think of James and Dallin and Hopper outside the fence. I just sort of see Brute as like in 2 years they could be doing High Rocks coaching. Like I don't know, but I see Proven is inside the fence.
Proven does High Rocks coaching. They have a High Rocks program, bro.
Oh well, there you go.
Well,
I would say the fact that Proven is kind of the winner in my mind isn't because of the Brute athletes, though. I feel like James and Hopper and Dallin and stuff are all very outspoken, and they have good social media. People love them, but none of that seems connected to Brute. Like you could follow all 3 of them and not know they do Brute stuff. But Proven itself, like Nick and all them, are very outgoing on social media, and all their athletes, whenever they do something, it's connected to Proven, and they're all Proven athletes.
This is facts, no cap. This is facts, no cap right here. Like Proven hunting cardio bunnies. Oh, that's a crazy handle. Damn. Like Proven has developed anyone. Fuck no. They were good when they came to Proven. Mayhem has changed a ton. Brute probably has done more development. I really do think if you're going to pick coaches in a camp who have taken athletes from the least to the most, it's Brute. But I think Jenny has a strong argument for a camp as a whole. I also think a lot of these Proven athletes that moved to Proven came with Kiefer. So I don't know. I mean, Proven's probably the best all-around camp because they have the facility and whatnot, and she made a good argument there. But in terms of best coaches, it's hard to pick against Matt and Elle. It really, at that, just to the games coaches, I don't know. And also it takes the right cohesive buy-in of athlete to coach. I think you could also make the argument for Shane Orr because of Tia, but that's kind of a one-off thing. We don't know, we don't know what Shane's relationship is like with any other athletes where it's as cohesive as it is clearly, or as productive as it is clearly with Tia. Like obviously their coach-athlete relationship is insanely productive. I would say obviously James, Dallin, and Torres's coach-athlete relationship is insanely productive. Hopper and Els is productive. Outside of those four people, it's just Shane and Tia, and then you have Matt, James, Dallin, Elle, and Jason. I don't know of another coach-athlete duo that is as productive. Maybe Justin and Knifer, but I don't know. Justin quit a workout 2 fucking weeks ago that was free money online.
I want to say this too. I never thought that I would accept Colton as a proven athlete, and now I do. Like they assimilated him, or he assimilated himself.
He was already so good before he went.
No, I agree. He was so good, but I just mean like his character, just the fact that they have a character like that. You know what I mean?
So was Jay Crouch was already. I just want to say this. Jay Crouch was already so fucking good. Ricky Garrard was already so fucking good. Maddie Sturt was already so fucking good. Colton was already so good. Olivia was already so good. What's the fucking Native American looking dude? Oh, Chris Ibarra. He was already so good. He was HWPO basically before Proven.
Are Chris Ibarra and Olivia Kerstetter together?
No.
I don't think so. No shot.
No,
dude. Probably like a little sister to him.
God, this is like.
I'm convinced Jenny couldn't hide those, even in an oversized turtleneck. Dents would get caned so hard in certain places for that zipper.
Caned?
Like, like if she was in Iraq or something, or in Palestine or something.
Iraq. Welcome. It is Iraq.
That's crazy.
Iraq, yeah. You could say that about Jason and Danielle Brandon too.
Yeah, but you couldn't say that about James, Dallin, Fee.
You could say that about what Fee? Did he develop Fee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did he develop Nate Ackerman? Are you going to give Nate Ackerman when Nate Ackerman's finally makes it to the game? I know, but he
probably developed a Nate Ackerman to the point. Nate Ackerman.
And look what they did to Emma Carey.
This is the other thing I'll say, and I'm not super familiar. I would have to imagine both Shane and I know Kiefer are very movement quality oriented. So I give them a nice little gold star for that because it's the most important thing, arguably. But I know that Torres and that camp are movement quality oriented, and there aren't any other camps that give a fuck about how athletes move. They just don't give a fuck. And already there are some things that would point toward either of those camps not caring enough, but they're probably both the most movement quality oriented.
Do you think the good athletes who have left the camp, who are developed and already good when they left, do you think that is a plus for the camp they left? So like what Sevan was saying, Nate Ackerman leaving Brute, Emma Carey leaving Brute. Do you think that is still a positive to Brute in this conversation?
You have to give them credit for it.
Because if you're giving Brute credit, then they
so fucking good.
Yeah.
And if Torres had never boinked the shit out of Danielle Brandon, he would still have Emma Carey. She probably wouldn't have fucking quit CrossFit. Just saying.
Fee said on the spin she bleeds mayhem. All Brute did was get her stronger.
What?
Oh, did she
Interesting.
start Mayhem? Like, was she originally?
I thought she was a
Mayhem
pan check
athlete?
girl.
She did
Oh
train with
yeah,
Scott
that's
a lot.
right. She was originally with Scott. That's how she started.
What do you think
And
the
was with
camps
Scott forever.
provide them the most? Like they move around and stuff like that. Like what is it? Like what would make somebody decide like which camp
This
to
is
go to?
retarded.
Is it straight up the coaching or is it like what is it? I don't understand
think
that.
I'll tell you why they
probably
would move camps.
coaching.
Storm. Let me read this first. Storm Williams, 9357. Any camp that voluntarily takes in Danielle Brandon should win Coach of the Year at that moment. I disagree. I think they should win Simp of the Year or
Lion
Retard
trainer of the
Year.
lion trainer of the year.
Yeah,
That's
dude, I don't know. I think, like,
funny.
Let me just throw this out there before you run with it, Taylor. I think like people like Ricky, Maddie, and Jay, and this isn't to diminish the coaching over at Proven, but I think that they found a home. I think that they like being there. I think people like training there. I think that Tia has and the vibe there is good for them. I think people are excited to go in and train there.
And do you think that has anything to do with them being Australian?
Maybe, but I think I get the impression McGonigal. I get the impression that they really love their camp.
If you're going to be at a place long term and spend vast portions of the year there training, you have to get along with the people. You have to share the values with them, and it has to be an environment where you feel comfortable. And likely Proven at this point is probably the best place for that. I mean, everything I know of Shane and Tia and Nick and Kiefer and them, I mean, those are people I would want to spend time with. They're funny. They work really hard. They're clearly good at what they do. But I think they probably have shared values of people who err toward the side of personal accountability, personal responsibility, work ethic, focusing on things that you can control, and not being retarded and liberal. So,
Wow.
Of course, you'd want to spend your time there.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, good job on that, Jenny. You unfucked me there. That was good. Okay. Very curious what Bryson thinks about this one. There's rumblings that MoveMax has moved its world headquarters to HQ, meaning that they've made MoveMax has made home in the United States as a registered
Muslim
business.
Max?
As a registered business.
Oh shit. God damn.
They're moving to New York.
I'm glad Caleb's.
I'm Donnie Max.
I'm glad Caleb's not here. I'm hearing rumors that MoveMax will be doing some serious eventing, official eventing with CrossFit in 2026. What that looks like, I don't know. I don't really know any events that CrossFit throws besides the games, open, quarterfinals, semifinals. But I'm hearing those rumblings that they're going to be doing something with them, and that it's the vision is it's CrossFit with the CrossFit rules around the movement standards, strict movement standards, so nothing like this High Rocks thing, but really focused on longer time domains. Thoughts on that? You think MoveMax can come in and take the High Rock space from High Rocks? Do you think that it's going to be accepted by the CrossFit community?
I think if they planning to do that, they would have to change what they are fundamentally. Like the whole concept of starting MoveMax was because Malik thinks you don't burn enough calories doing CrossFit. It's too short.
Where did he say that? Where did he say that, Bryson?
I think it was in a post a while back, and he was talking about like
his Instagram, I think.
Well, on the MoveMax official one, or was it one of his stories?
So.
I think it was a story from a while back, wasn't it? Or did he actually do a write up on it?
Maybe it was on like a podcast that's been like translated and posted or something.
Scroll all the way to the bottom.
I do remember that too.
Oh, here we go.
I do remember that too.
Right. Okay. So even if you don't believe me that that's what he said, then
I believe you. I think I remember that.
I remember it because it stuck with me, and it's instantly like, okay, so you just don't get it, and you can't be part of this space.
And then I was talking to Taylor about it today, and he brought this up, and he said, "Hey, man, this isn't. Will you tell me what your thoughts are on this, Taylor?
What, on MoveMax or
just on like if this is a MoveMax workout?
The first thing I see, First thing I see when I watch this video is I see the beautiful carpentry framing of whatever that covered awning is. I'm like, damn, that's what I want the underside of my, it's beautiful. Then I see probably one of the most retarded workouts I've ever seen on paper. So first thing I notice is the beautiful carpentry. Then I notice 340 basically weighted squats in a workout that's for time. And it's 20 back squats at 265, 30 back squats at 220, 50 back squats at 155, directly into 5 rounds for time of a 5K bike erg, which is 10 minutes long. So that's 50 minutes just in the bike erg. And I can guarantee you he's not biking at a 2-minute pace, probably biking at a 2:30 pace. So let's say it's now 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes per bike erg. So now you've got 1 hour just on the bike erg. And then you've got 250 wall ball shots cumulative. So that's probably another, let's say he's doing 10 a minute. So that's an hour, 25 minutes at this point. And now you've got to pump on 100 back squats. So sorry, 350 squats. And he's probably doing, I don't know, 5 squats a minute.
So I
this
hear
is
you.
a 3-hour fucking workout that's all legs, and you can only do it if you're 6'8" and 400 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
Or going slow as fuck.
Yeah.
The whole point of this, and this is why it's not CrossFit, the whole point of this workout is to do such an obscene amount of volume over such a long duration that you don't have to get high intensity.
Right.
You can make up for the intensity by the sheer volume and the duration of work or effort. CrossFit is the opposite. CrossFit is intensity first, then you increase the loading, and then you increase the time domain. We prioritize intensity over volume, and we prioritize intensity over accumulation of repetitions.
And how we got into this discussion is I was telling Taylor my thoughts on MoveMax. I thought it was basically the same as like comparing the marathon to track and field. That MoveMax was a long time domain.
Muslim Max.
That it was a long time domain workout with all the CrossFit standards and all the CrossFit movements. And then he goes, "What about this bastardization of a workout?" And I didn't have any pushback. But
this is the
I'm also hearing that Malik isn't the face or the programmer for MoveMax.
That was his programming.
I agree that probably was his.
And
here's another one. Here's another one. What about this? What about this one? I haven't even looked at this one. Hold on.
Okay, this workout's called leg day.
The other
one. What
wasn't.
about this one?
The other one wasn't apparently. The other one
was. Yeah,
but what about this workout? 6 rounds, 12 D-ball squats with the holding 150-pound D-ball.
With the
18
finisher.
pistols. I don't know what box pistols are. 18
They are
pistols.
basically they're single leg squats for fat people that can't do them.
Let's just say 18 pistols and then 24 wall ball shots, 6 rounds.
Okay, so you have 90 pistols.
Finish with a 20K bike.
You have 90
Let's leave
pistols.
that out. Let's leave that out.
60 D-ball squats, 90 pistols, 120 wall balls. So 150, so 270 squats now. All very challenging variations of a squat. Well, just 270 squats. That's it. That's the entire workout. So it's like JT, you were like, what about a hero workout? What about a hero? You never do a hero workout? JT,
Oh yeah, when we got off the phone, Avi asked me, "Are you and Taylor fighting?"
JT is a hero workout. It's 21-15-9, handstand push-ups, ring dips, push-ups. It's like a 6-minute workout for the best, 15-minute workout for the worst. 45 reps of each exercise. Incredibly redundant. This is if you took JT, injected it with fentanyl, Ozempic, and a whole bunch of other retarded shit, made it 10 times as long, and then you finished, with a 20K bike erg. What in God's name is the point of that?
Is this a real quote?
It's how you hurt people. When people say CrossFit's dangerous, that's how you get hurt. It's because they see workouts like that and workouts that other dumb motherfuckers write that are just obscene. There's no
okay. How is this any different than High Rocks?
Because this is a training method. High Rocks is an event that you go do.
It's just a workout.
It's the thing that, we can train for this however you want. But a High Rocks is just like basically a Spartan race. The MoveMax is a training method. This is what you do every day, Seb.
The MoveMax method. No, time out. The MoveMax method is work out so long and for so many reps that you don't have to give intensity and so that you can burn more calories. That's literally the opposite of CrossFit.
That's what Murph is? Is that what you just said?
No.
Let's put the hero WOD thing to rest because there's so much conflation in there. Hero WODs are not part of just the daily workout that you would program. Hero WODs are very,
and they're not all
specific
long.
Reason, and
they're not all long.
But majority of them are excessive for the purpose of excessiveness because you're honoring a hero. That is tied into it together. It's not like you're just going to throw it up on the workout. And to Taylor's
Randy's
point,
a hero.
there's not a long Randy,
DT's a
JT,
hero.
Joshua. Like there's quite a few of them that don't exceed that
There's
like 30-minute mark.
Fuck ton that are 15 minutes or faster.
On top of that, let's talk real quick about the calories being burned. The reason why CrossFit is so effective is because the intensity depletes the glycogen. As you do more CrossFit, high intensity workouts at shorter time domains, your body actually switches gears and starts burning fat longer in the quote unquote fat burning zone after you're done working out because of the glycogen depletion. So what is actually happening there is he's going back to the long endurance type workouts. So you stay in a fat burning zone. The issue with those, and the issue that's always been with that, is that once you stop that workout, you stop burning fat. That's why they're less effective. So when you do a higher intensity workout, you're still actually burning fat in the quote unquote fat burning zone longer after you finish working out. And the more CrossFit you do, the longer you stay in that fat burning zone after you're done working out. So that's why those results tend to perpetuate on themselves. So that's the whole entire thing why it goes against the ethos here of like the CrossFit methodology. By the way,
I don't agree. I go ahead.
I was just going to say the last portion of that is the goalpost has kept moving as to what MoveMax is. It's been presented as one way.
I don't think we can make a presupposition on what we think we know MoveMax is. I don't think it's presented itself in its glory yet.
Based off of all the facts we have right now, MoveMax is a shitty training method.
Well, would you say training for the marathon? Let me say this way. What I'm also hearing you guys say is that marathoners are stupid.
No.
But what I'm saying is marathoners can run intensity, and the marathoner, his mile is faster than most people's fastest mile.
You're conflating two things.
Dude, if you keep bringing up marathon runners and high rocks, but you just talk about what we're talking about. We're talking about MoveMax. This is every single day they do this. They don't train for an event. High rocks
Why
is an
can't you
event
scale this until you do it with intensity? Why can't you scale this if you do this with intensity?
The point is no intensity. That's the point.
Can I say, listen, the point of training.
I don't accept that notion.
All right. Well, will you hear this?
Yeah.
Just give me a moment. The point of running or training for a marathon is to get the best absolute time on a marathon. You have a goal in mind. Okay, a marathon is an event. My whole goal is to perform as best as possible and to get the fastest possible time at this particular event. If you're training for a high rocks, your goal is to get the fastest possible time on a high rocks event. If you're doing MoveMax, your goal is not to get the fastest possible time on an event that is set in stone and that you're repeating every time you go to said event. I
think it is.
Not, because it's a different workout every time. And the sole purpose of the workout is to accumulate a sheer volume of repetitions over a long duration of time that removes the requirement for intensity in order for you to have caloric burn.
So you're saying it can't assimilate with CrossFit because of that. You're saying the movements may be the same, the standards might be the same, but you think that the ground of the methodology is different.
Okay, so here are two main differences.
Because I disagree with that.
Here are two main differences between MoveMax and CrossFit. CrossFit, you have constantly varied and high intensity. With MoveMax, you essentially just have the functional movements component of CrossFit. It's not constantly varied because the time domain is not varying. The structure of workouts is not varying. And if it is, it's so subtle. It would be like doing Murph unpartitioned, Murph 20 rounds of Cindy, Murph 5 rounds of 20, 30, 40.
Not even
and calling that
variance. That's well said. That's well
calling that variance. And fair is a slight amount of variance, but it's not doing 30 muscle ups for time on Monday, the CrossFit total on Tuesday, the 5K run on Wednesday. That is a variance of CrossFit.
So what advice do you have for someone who wants to train a workout to get good at workouts like this?
If you want to get
like
good,
this would be the advice you would give. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first off, what's the entire point? Is your goal just to get good at longer workouts? If you want to be good at 60-minute workouts, sure, do MoveMax. I don't fucking care if you do it or not. It's just not CrossFit because the whole point of CrossFit is minimum effective dose. It's not to burn 3,000 calories so that you can eat whatever you fucking want and drink whatever you want. It's to do the minimum amount of fitness required to get the most adaptations. It's not to outburn the calories that you're eating.
Okay, let me ask you this. All great points, guys. All great points. Would you be okay? We'll start with Bryson. Would you be okay? Let's say go back a bunch of years and CrossFit would have started High Rocks as a traveling event. It's called like CrossFit something, right? CrossFit Rocks, right?
You would just call it the CrossFit benchmark, the CrossFit test.
Yeah, and it was the actual High Rocks workout, and it was going around. Bryson, would you be okay with that?
It was just like it was basically a High Rocks, but CrossFit started it. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
this is the workout that we're just going to set up everywhere and anyone can sign up and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
I'm fine with High Rocks.
Susan, you like that? Like just as a participant, like if CrossFit ran a participatory event that people could just go to and it had the success that High Rocks, would you be okay if High Rocks was owned by CrossFit HQ?
I mean, I would be okay with it if it was owned by CrossFit HQ, but I don't think that it should. No, honestly, no, I don't think it represents what CrossFit is. I think that's like, what would be the difference
place
between
to go and express your fitness? What if CrossFit did a traveling
meter run?
What if
Susa, what if it was for a whole year? We're going to hit all these locations. We'll do 12. We'll do one a month all over the world. And it's going to be this workout next year. And there's just a worldwide leaderboard and we do the same workout in all these different places and you can sign up, participate. Next year, it's a different workout and they do the same thing. Same order.
I like that idea better. I think the hang up for Sousa is you're completely removing the constantly varied, the unknown, the unknowable, and this idea that you have to perform a task or whatever life throws at you. Right. I think the maybe the middle ground that Sevon's trying to find, or that I think is there, is if you're trying to attract outside people, you've got to give a little bit of way on that constantly varied and unknowable so that people who have never done it before don't have to learn something new every time they go. And they know exactly what they're getting into. So they're just going to go and try it. I think that's why people like to go do High Rocks.
Then I would make it Kelly. I'd make it Kelly.
Right. That's fine.
You know what I mean? And then I would do that. I would do that benchmark, right? Because then that to me would seem to the problem that I see with turning High Rocks and just saying it's a CrossFit event is it's just too long. And the reason why it's long is because you have to justify the price of spending the money. So like there is a thing of like marketing it, because if you had like, let's say Fran was a traveling workout and I don't know how much a High Rocks cost, but let's say it's $300. You'd have a bunch of people right off the bat that would say, oh, it's got a 10-minute time cap or something. There's no, I'm going to pay that much money to go do Fran. Right. So if you were to take a workout with something like Kelly, where it's going to be a little bit longer and the movements are accessible, then I could see that working. You could even keep the High Rocks as the way it is, just take out all the 1,000-meter runs in between each event and kind of and tighten it up a little bit. But I believe that the High Rocks is more appealing because it's appealing to people that did CrossFit or want to do CrossFit, but it's not just the marathon. But at the same time, it's exactly like a marathon.
I have a point to make as well.
I just want to say this really quick for you. Kelly would be great. I like the idea. And I hope MoveMax does this. I love, and I hope somehow maybe CrossFit does it instead of MoveMax, but a large participatory event that is similar to High Rocks where people can go and express their fitness. And I just like the idea. Go ahead, Taylor. Kelly would be great. Kelly's amazing. Looks amazing.
The other really important thing to note is that CrossFit is not random movements thrown together with no intent or purpose. Just because it's constantly varied does not mean it's random and does not mean it's just made up for the sake of making it up. You could go as far as to say as the experimentation involved in CrossFit and the trying new things element means that not all of our workouts are research-based, but that doesn't mean they aren't purposeful, they don't have an intent, and we aren't looking for a specific adaptation or a specific stimulus. So if you go back to Kelly and you look at that workout, there are a couple really important things about it. Will you pull that back up?
Yeah.
CrossFit uses exercises from 3 different training modalities, and that is monostructural, which is like cardio, gymnastics, which is just body weight exercises, and weightlifting, which is moving any sort of external load. And typically in CrossFit, when we perform a mixed modal workout, one of the most common is a triplet of a cardio exercise, a body weight exercise, and a weightlifting exercise. So if you look at Kelly, you have 3 of those components. You have a 400-meter run, then you have a box jump that is a body weight exercise, and then you have a weightlifting movement. Kelly is meant to be a little bit longer. It's meant to be a little more leg dominant, but it's not so redundant that each of these movements is the exact same exercise. On a box jump, it's primarily posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, and focusing on hip extension a lot. On the wall ball shot, you're going below parallel and you're performing a squat movement pattern, and then you're running. So it's a leg heavy workout, but you're able to get intensity because of the spread across the modalities. It's not such a large volume of reps at each single thing where you can't keep moving throughout the workout. And to begin with, this is a long and challenging workout. If you go back to the Move Max workout, you can't look at any of the workouts and say, okay, here's the specific adaptation we're looking for here. Here's why this blend of exercises is going to allow people to get a high amount of intensity. Here's what we're going for with this 20, 30, 50 back squat at an ascending weight into 25K bike erg and 250 wall balls. There's no rhyme or there's not even, you can't even find even agreed upon research that would point toward that being beneficial for hypertrophy, for strength, for, anything. It's just, that screams rhabdo.
Okay, all good advices moving forward for High Rocks. Jamie, we've talked about this on the Clydesdale Sunday night shows, but traveling to large affiliates to keep venue costs down. Yeah, it could be a good way to start it, get the community together. Okay, we good with that? We beat that horse?
Yeah.
Fuck that horse.
Susan, any final words?
Mr. Hands got you.
I don't know what the intent is. And the thing that I get worried about is a little bit of the goalpost moving. So at first it was at least positioned as like, oh, well, CrossFit doesn't seem that accessible to people. So this is something longer that'll shift more people into the community. And then it got changed to the other things we talked about. Oh, it needs to be burning more calories. And then it was, the goalpost kept kind of moving as to what the purpose or the intention of Move Max is. So immediately when I don't understand the intention of it, the purpose of it, I already get a little weary of it.
Right.
I'm like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
That's funny. You're saying the same thing that Taylor's saying, but Taylor's saying it around the stimulus, and now you're saying it around what's the purpose for the community? What's the purpose for the bigger picture?
Right. And then the other piece of it is like, and you had said it like, oh, like Malik's not going to program it and he's not going to be the face of it, but yet he is. Because that's all we see. That's all the information that's coming out. And if he's not, then who is? Right. And then on top of that, again, then why does it exist? So any business normally would start with like solving a problem. It needs to solve a problem. So what problem is he attempting to solve here? And if it was,
I think as the founder, he's very excited about CrossFit, and he found and I think we've all been there. We do some pretty crazy things in the beginning.
I never did anything crazy.
Oh, please.
I'm not worried about the goalpost moving. I hope they do move. I hope Malik gets his 15. I hope he gets his 15 minutes of fame that he wants so badly, because if they want it to be a good idea and he wants it to do something worth doing, it needs to change, because everything we've seen from it right now does not belong here.
Oh, look at this comment. 12 dildos. My gym just started a High Rocks class. Not sure why. We do all the movements already. It's probably Trump's fault. Trump probably called the owner, told him, hey, you guys need to open up a High Rocks class. So I would blame it on him.
Dude,
anyone but your own fault. 12 doses. Anyone else.
12 dildos.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Susan. Go ahead.
No. I mean, that's just the whole thing. I just don't understand. We have moved away so much from the core of what CrossFit actually is that it would not surprise me if a new entity popped up and preached CrossFit methodology and people would flock to it as if it's novel.
Yeah.
That's how fucking lost we are. And I might even say, and to go as far as to say, is I have a clip of a CrossFit OG saying those exact words years ago.
Saying what?
the same thing I said, that we were moving so far away from the core methodology of a CrossFit, why the problem CrossFit was solving, that we're moving so far away from it, and we're becoming so fragmented as a community and even stuff with the sport side of it, that something else could come along and it would look like it was brand new.
I will
It's
say
a massive problem.
I will say this, Souza. I do think that
Private
if there
chat.
was if from 2000 who
He asked me who said it. I said
He
private.
said, what's his name? The guy from CrossFit Football.
look at if in 2018 it started going like this, I think it's either frozen or come in even maybe a little bit in the last like year. I think like we've hit like, I don't know if it's going to continue, but I feel like we've hit max fucked upness and there's really nowhere else to go. But I hope
There is, but
know.
we need leader. We need leadership.
Fucked upness.
okay.
We still got people with fucking Save Ukraine in their fucking bio and their pronouns, dude. We haven't reached max fucked upness, brother.
You're
Holy
conflating.
fuck,
You're conflating.
There's a long way down we could go yet for sure.
Dallin Pepper made an incredible video. I don't know if did any of you guys see that one? He comes out so hot. It's so good. His opening line is, "You want to know how much money I made?" And then he like, it is not clickbait. He really gets into it. I'd like to read some of the numbers to you guys and get your thoughts on it. Tier Miami Wodapalooza, he was on a team of 3. He made $3,333.
Just what did he make total? Just tell us what he made total of the season earnings.
Reps ahead, $4K, $4,000. And I need to tell you all of them because there's some questions I have at the end regarding these. Tour Stop 1, $10K. Tour Stop 2, $15K. CrossFit Open, $15,652. Wodapalooza SoCal, $20K. And almost died. CrossFit Games, $41,265. And WFP Tour Stop 3, $50K. I don't, not on Dallin's fault, because it's the way he thinks of it, but it's a little disingenuous to separate all the WFP money because he made $75,000 from them.
Why is he separating it all?
Because to him, it's 3 different events. It's 3 times. And I'm guessing
he's listing the games as the games. And that's what everyone wants to compare it to.
Right. And so
it is
a
lot of money in the open.
Yeah, it is interesting. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, he was guaranteed a minimum of $50,000, but because of his hard work, he made 75. That's a pretty good chunk relative to the money that's available in the space.
Damn, he's got to pay so much taxes on all that.
Yeah, he said he might not get more than 25 back from Denmark. Here's the thing. So the total is $147,471 before taxes, and this does not include sponsorships. Do you think Dallin crossed 300K this year, including sponsorships?
In before tax?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before tax.
Pre-tax.
Yeah, I think he crossed 300 before tax.
You do. So you think he made another 150K in sponsorships, and everything in his life is a write-off. And I'm guessing, do you think his sponsors paid for all of that travel? Tier, Wodapalooza, Reps Ahead?
I'd expect he has a travel stipend. Man, I don't know. I'm second.
Do they pay to fly to the tour stops, or do the athletes, the pro athletes, get flown out?
I think they got paid to go out there, but I'm second guessing whether or not he has 150,000 in sponsorships. What does he have? Tier?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'm so glad you said that, Mario. Let me pull up the video and you guys watch this. It's very confusing.
He didn't list it. I haven't seen the video yet. I'll watch it afterwards.
Someone said that the description said he was going to talk about sponsorship money, but I was under the impression, I didn't watch the video, but I saw the thumbnail and the title and stuff, and I was under the impression he would not talk about sponsorship money.
10,000 views in 7 hours. He's fucking killing it. Okay, here it is. Watch this. This is the very end. It was confusing, Mario, but this kind of cleared it up for me. I don't know if you made it to the end of the video. Here we go.
$15,000. Tour Stop 3, the finals. $50.
Pause it.
$50.
That top 9, the numerator essentially that he has up there, that's his guaranteed. It's not the money that he did make. So below is the money that he actually made each.
My total on the year from prize money was $75,000. Because that's more than $50,000, they don't pay me more. If my total on the season was $40,000, WFP would pay me another $10,000.
So that's the part that's confusing, but watch the end.
Non-prize money. $10,000 plus $40,000 is $50,000. $10,000, $15,000, and $50,000 is $75,000. So we just scrap that. Gone. Prize money.
So he made 75K at WFP.
Right.
Yeah, but now I see why Mario thought that he said 50 because he misspeaks here, right?
No, I don't think so. He's just using that as an example.
More than $50,000. They don't pay me more.
They don't pay. That's the part that's confusing. They don't pay me more.
Yeah, and what he's referring to there is like WFP is not going to pay him more for his contract. And the example he uses, like if I only made $40,000 in prize money, WFP would pay in $10,000 to give him his guaranteed 50.
Right.
And that's where I think it's weird, is because sometimes when it's talked about, it's almost sounds like they're making that as like a salary, not as a guarantee if they don't win the prize money or not, right? So we think they're being paid out like employees and everything they make inside as prize money is icing on the cake. And it's like, no, regardless win or lose, they're guaranteed that 50,000. Then when they start earning above that, then they get the rest of the money that comes on top of that guaranteed 50,000.
Mario is not smart. No, listen, Eduardo, everyone's been trying to understand this now for a year.
Yeah. No, it's not you. It's not you, Mario. It's definitely not you. This shit's been confusing as shit.
Yeah, Eduardo. No one really knows. I wouldn't bet 2 inches of your dick, Eduardo.
Who are his sponsors?
Right.
He's got
Tier,
Airway,
and then Tier.
It's basically Tier. I don't know if he's got over 150K in sponsorships.
He's got Relight.
What do you think is? What do you think is? What fucking the Mormon Dust Company? What do you think?
Dude, I'm just saying he has a ton of little ones.
That is a huge company.
What do you think?
Relight has a massive salt mine. I think they have 1,000 employees. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you think Tier pays him?
It's hard to tell because I would imagine, and I don't know the ins and outs of these contracts or sponsorships, but I would imagine it's similar to the WFP, meaning, hey, we're going to pay you $50,000 for the year, but then there's incentives tied into how well you perform. So if he gets podium at the CrossFit Games, there might be some sort of bonus that's tied into that. I don't know if they include the WFP into this or something like that. I think he's also sponsored by Rain too. Is that one of his sponsors?
You can't tell because he's one of the few athletes who does shit besides sponsorship posts.
That's true.
Oh yeah, here's Rain. That's 20 grand, right? A year minimum.
Yeah, I mean that's
okay. I think he makes
a good bet.
Easy in sponsorships.
Because he is also one of the guys who has a bunch of smaller ones that you say when you're adding them all up, you're like, hey, you don't really have to count that, but it does add up.
Yeah, and even if it's like 10 grand a year, right, which would be relatively small for like somebody with his caliber as an athlete, like that adds up. So if he's got 2 of those, that's 20 grand. Say his Rain is like 20 grand, that's 40. Let's say on the low end, Tier pays him 60. Like he's at 100 right there. So I would say it's probably a decent bet to say he's 150 with everything combined.
Yeah.
All sponsors combined. In addition to
similar, I would say it's a similar contract that we all get for being on the show.
That's right. Show. Yeah.
Just like a flat 100K.
Will, download Flyfin tax app.
Will Plummer, Susie, you got a good tax guy. Taylor sent me 1099 today, and I want to write everything off.
You got to have an LLC there, most likely, brother, if you want to really write it off. And I would definitely if you really get into it, well, and you're trying to do something, get a tax person that you could go and sit down and talk to. Don't just do shit online. Like find somebody who knows. And then more importantly, like you should probably look into a bookkeeper so all your stuff could be organized, which is separate than a tax thing.
You don't need a bookkeeper. You do not need a bookkeeper.
Oh, says the guy whose wife does everything.
Jesus. I do everything. You fucking read. Listen.
Oh wait, what do you do with Taylor?
Worst fucking advice I ever got. Worst fucking advice I fucking ever got from anyone was download QuickBooks and go get a fucking bookkeeper.
Bro,
There's a fucking app. There is an app.
Souza, I was over.
Stop.
Hey,
No,
how
listen.
are you factoring in? How are you factoring in depreciation and appreciation?
They do all of it.
The app does it. Yeah. Okay.
It does. Hey, dude, you've heard of this thing called AI? It's crazy. You don't have to hire a fucking retard to do something that AI can do in 10 minutes. So I was taking all these steps backwards to fucking figure out QuickBooks. I go into my app. I export the Excel sheet that they use AI to create. It has all the depreciation, all the percentages based off office and home use, based off the square footage of your home and how much you have in your office. Everything deducted on your car and the percentage points on your mortgage to buy down the points and your interest rates and everything.
And it reconciles your bank accounts against all those on its own.
Why I don't need my bank accounts reconciled. I make more money than I spend. I'm not retarded. What are you talking about, dude?
Susan, I showed up at Taylor's house to work one day. We were supposed to work for a couple hours, and this was the day that you had told him to get QuickBooks.
Yeah.
And he just started breaking stuff. He's like, hey, you can just go home if you want. He was so mad. Dude. We just couldn't even work.
It was fucking bullshit. It's the worst software you could possibly imagine.
I'm on your side. I'm sure it was bullshit. I just think it's a funny story.
I use QuickBooks. Okay.
I don't even do taxes.
Yeah, that's what boomers and Gen X do.
All right, buddy.
I've used Goldmine.
Hey, dude, you're young in the game. It's all right.
Microsoft Goldmine. You still using that?
You're young.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. Hey, dude, you take some of my advice. You finally raised your fucking prices, so Bryce can get a raise one year.
You're right. I will take some.
Wow.
He got a raise before we raised prices, by the way.
Bet he did. You put that in your QuickBooks?
Okay. Everyone go drink a cold glass of water. We will be back with the most controversial, feisty part of the show. We are going to look at Max Al-Hajj's bare minimum numbers that he gave out if you want to be for bubble athletes who want to try to make it to the semifinals.
My ret is on Ozempic. What? Can you tell? It's actually not Ozempic, but you're not going to understand what this thing is. It's called Triple G, otherwise known as retatrutide. Now I know what you're thinking. Your ret isn't fed. Your ret is on testosterone. Why would your ret need a weight loss drug? It doesn't. And actually, nobody really needs it. It was intended for people with type 2 diabetes. The same way that Rogaine and Viagra were made for people with blood pressure issues and ended up making you grow hair and making you weak. The side effect of Ozempic, tirzepatide, and now retatrutide is dramatic weight loss. I've been using this stuff for about 6 weeks now. I started at 196 and now I'm at 185. It works. I know you're probably pissed, but my lab rat was curious. My lab rat wanted to see what this Triple G was all about. It wanted to see the thing that's making all these changes for all these people. The same way that lab rats are using testosterone, BBC 157, TB 500, melanotan, sermorelin, and ipamorelin, the rat figured it would be nice to speak from experience. That rat will be using Triple G for the next 12 to 16 weeks. If you want to do what that rat's doing, you can go check out Biomax Peptides. Get your own Triple G because it works.
I love that baseline. BiomaxPeptides.com. Okay, tomorrow, Paper Street Coffee. The month of December goes on. The $1,000. Just keep giving away Gabe's money. Taylor, you going to defend that tomorrow? You think you got it?
Yes.
Sub 5.
Someone, let me look back at the
It's
time.
attached to the microphone boom.
No, I bumped it.
I had the splits here somewhere. What was the
I had the splits here. It was like 117 on the toes to bar. I think she was done with clean and jerks at like 302.
A girl has the time to beat?
509.
Jeez.
Shit, I gotta find those notes by tomorrow
surprising.
morning. Who was it? Was it Matt? Was it Maddie?
No.
It was, Emily DeGooch.
Oh, is she related to the Gooch?
Maybe.
All right. It's a great video. I'm gonna bring it up just to put it in context. And I feel bad because I could be totally misrepresenting Max here. I watched this video, and
wow,
these are yes, it's pretty good.
Still know what CrossFit is?
Yes.
A little bit, and then the workout starts with the bar muscle up. In a future year, workouts what said, I am not of the just need to practice the sport a bit smarter and more mindful. What those things look like that are times a variant of them, movement history can give you a pretty good idea, is covering all people that are you have to really change in the work to how workouts should be constructed when you're getting ready to fit well.
I thought it was at the 12-minute mark.
Past workouts.
Okay, fuck it. I'm going to explain it. Sorry, Max, if I fuck this up and you get ass pounded for it. So you see those numbers? You see those? Oh, I'm not even going to show you.
Are those max unbroken reps? Is that Toaster Bar? If he thinks
no,
50,
no. Okay, I shouldn't have even brought that up. Okay.
Hey, you know how we got those numbers? QuickBooks.
Bryson is on his Chud the Builder. Bryson is on his Chud the Builder arc. He looks exactly like him. Oh my God. The fact that you know who that is insane. The fact that I know who that is not a good look at me either.
Okay.
Look him up.
Who is it? Where do I go?
What guy, dude? It's just go to his Instagram. I don't even know if his Instagram exists anymore. Chud the Builder.
I didn't know his name, but I know the guy.
He had some crazy viral shit for him, just doing some obscene.
Oh no, it says profile not available. Chud the Builder.
Yeah, he got shut down on Instagram. Oh, it's on. Oh, he goes not on YouTube. You'll get kicked. You have to look him up on X, but don't do it.
Here.
Don't do it on the show. Do not do it on the show. It'll get kicked.
What will? Showing a picture of him?
Oh, maybe not a picture of him. Yeah. Maybe.
Why? What's he do? Does he do crazy shit?
He's standing in front of these people right now, and he's yelling, "They're chimping out. They're chimping out." As they're yelling at him, as they're yelling at him, like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. I'm gonna fucking kill you." He's like, "They're chimping out."
Oh yeah,
it's insane,
actually.
dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I better not push any buttons. Holy shit.
I would never do that on Instagram.
Thank you, Bryson.
It's kind of wild how you look just like him. It's kind of
another 2 months of hair growth. Okay. He gives some numbers, and these numbers are not what you should be able to do unbroken, but these numbers are what you should be able to do with intensity if they show up in a workout. I know that's pretty vague, but he's saying that, like, if it's a triplet, the average triplet would have that. If there's a triplet, and let's say it was pull-ups, burpees, and double unders, you should be able to. And there's a certain amount of burpees in them, and the number he gives is 87. You should be able to do those burpees, 87 burpees with intensity. And then he goes on to say the next number he gives is
87? Where the fuck is that arbitrary?
It's probably an average of all the different workout, like the number of burpees in the workouts, and then it's probably if they're AMRAPs, it's like the average of the top scores. Yeah, there was somebody that used to do this way back in the day, and there was something like snatch is going to be in the first workout like X% of time, and toes bar shows up in the open by the third workout X amount of time, and it's this amount of reps and things like that.
Can we just say this?
Yeah.
We can end this debate in 30 seconds. Max El-Haj thought all of the games athletes would leave the CrossFit game season and compete at the WFP, and that they would maybe consider the games after the season was all said and done. The WFP was going to take over, and they were all going to transition to that style of competing. Clearly fucking insanely wrong, and you have to have been retarded to think that was actually going to happen. So everything else he says,
well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Dude, watch that hand. That hand salute, bro, is crazy right there.
We'll see. We'll see.
This is similar to the guy who's going to all the camps and pricking blood, the WOD science guy, maybe it was, and doing the test of thrusters that add 5 pounds for the guys or whatever it was. And he was like finding their max blood, whatever. And then he would give these people a number where it's like, hey, you can hold 31.2 burpees a minute. That's like your lactic threshold or something like that. And the whole thing is like, yeah, I get that a lot of people are number oriented and they want to know that. And they're like, okay, cool. I know I can do 22.8 burpees a minute. And that's my like top speed or I'm going to blow up. And I get that, but it really just isn't practical in what we do because every time you do something, every time you compete, every workout you do is a little bit different. It's constantly varied in the programming, but also what you ate that day, how you slept last night, what the altitude is at the competition you're at, who's next to you in the class today.
Well,
whatever it is.
Let me say this. So to give another perspective he gives on this number, he said that basically, and sorry, Max, if I'm not saying this right, but he's basically saying if you're a guy or a girl who can make it through quarterfinals, and you're going to go to semifinals, and you're a bubble athlete who wants to make it to the games, these are some bare minimum numbers. And he gives an example. So like that workout with 87 burpees, he said once a week you should do something with 150 burpees spread out through the workout, and then another workout with like 75 burpees, just to keep that sharp. So he also gives some implementation of what you do with the numbers too.
You should just be doing CrossFit
in terms of programming. Okay. Fair enough, but you can do that while trying to sharpen. I think he does say that for people who just want to do the open and reach intensity and have some really good workouts. He says just do CrossFit, but there are some movements that are going to show up over and over and over, and these are some things you should work on. Bear with me here.
But this is the thing, though. Yeah, if burpees are the thing, if burpees are what's keeping you out of quarterfinals, you can't do 87 burpees in a workout at intensity, and that's the thing keeping you out of quarterfinals. You already know that. You don't have to figure out, oh, I'm at 86. Fuck. Like, you already know that. And like I said earlier,
So you think this is just intellectual masturbation he's doing?
Yes, it is such a fucking waste of time.
Training think tank, yeah.
Okay, fine. Can you still entertain me on this?
No. He talks about fucking numbers of fucking burpees, but he doesn't talk about fucking sitting into your heels and using your hamstrings and glutes in your fucking squat.
This was going to be such a good bit.
They will never coach movement, but they'll say, "Oh man, you're at 85 burpees. You're not going to make the cut."
This was going to be such a good bit.
Their training think tank is the fucking camp
300
GHD.
350 double unders.
I like it for programming things. Like, you got to have the data to understand, like, hey, we have to do this many per week, or we have to include this in. Yeah, you do, because otherwise,
I've heard you and Taylor talk about that. I've heard you,
but none of that is based off of what the minimum number for a quarterfinal athlete is to do.
No, but I think it's fun in the sense of that, like, the data doesn't mean anything in terms of like how to optimize for performance. The data just gives you some sort of baseline, so you can look at it and say, okay, we need to be doing X amount of this week, X amount of that this week. And I know you're not going to agree with it, because if you just say you're doing CrossFit and it's constantly varied, I get that. But I also think that there is something fun to the numbers, and there is something fun to the data. No, it's not going to change performance. No, you shouldn't bet your whole career on it. But I do think that it is cool to have some sort of data that you could kind of look at with the aggregate of all the workouts.
Looking at the total number of whatever thing you do every week is fine. I'm just saying none of it should really be based off of this. And if this is something that you're interested in, that's fine. I get that people really like to dig into that kind of stuff. But the only problem is when someone sees this, and when fucking John Young sees this, drinking his fucking Ovaltine and eating his waffles for dinner, he's gonna be like, fuck, dude, I'm at 86 burpees in a workout with intensity.
Hey, John Young only had 208 muscle ups in him, dude. He's not a quarterfinal athlete. He didn't
195.
He didn't have 209, bro.
So that's the only thing you could say is an issue. And yeah, people can do whatever the fuck they want. You can post whatever the fuck you want and say it's important, and maybe it's not important. I'm not saying he can't post that or whatever, but there's just a lot of people who are going to see that and think they need to do something when they don't need to do that, and they just need to stick to basically the pyramid.
Yeah, you could definitely go too far down the data hole and think that it's going to help with your performance. But
here's the deal. To make quarterfinals, you need to be the best mover in your gym. If you're the best mover in your gym and you're working out 5 days a week, odds are so fucking high you're going to be in the top 10%. And if you're focusing on anything else other than your movement quality, quarterfinals better be a fucking lock for you.
Tell that to Sam Briggs. Tell that to Sam Briggs.
Yeah, she moves like, I don't know what it's like half the games athletes today. Fucking 40 of the people at the games could win the fucking games if they fix their fucking movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
350 double unders. This one kind of threw me off. For women, for men, 15 muscle ups. For women, 0.
Bar 10. It's not 0. It's a 10.
No, he put 0.
It's a 10. Look at it. Pull it up.
You see it?
Pull it up in the video, bro. I looked directly at that.
He's got a slapstick in his hand. He ain't playing.
This is my wrist rester, dude.
I
so
thought he even.
carpal
I
tunnel,
thought
you
he even.
motherfucker.
I thought he even said 0. I thought he even
Well,
said 0.
That doesn't make any sense.
When
though,
quarterfinals
0.
was top 10%, there was women who made it who did not get a muscle up in the open. So I wonder if it has anything to do with that.
No, it is 0. You fucking cockwad.
Oh wow, well he's fucking retarded then.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
Well,
that's
it's
kinda
top
crazy.
25% now. You definitely don't need a muscle up as a woman.
Yeah, Max Al Shababi is the Jesus, dude.
No,
Get this.
He's
Allahu Akbar.
no, he that's to go to semifinals. That's to go to semifinals, Bryson. I think he said.
No, there's no way. That's
Okay,
wrong.
so as a female, you need to be able to do 50 chest to bar, but 0 bar muscle ups.
These aren't the numbers. These are the numbers for people who are stuck between quarterfinals and semifinals.
A 375 deadlift max. What the fuck? You don't even know what this is. And all of these numbers are so different. Like 87 burpees is so different than 15/0 bar muscle ups is so different than 50/toe to bar/chest to bar. They're all so different in terms of the interpretation of what he could be going for with like how you need to be able to perform those reps. Is it unbroken? Is it in a workout? 50 chest to bar on a workout. If that's what's the number 50 chest to bar in a workout is not keeping you from going from quarterfinals to semifinals. And if you think
15.
that's
Oh,
fucking
50.
retarded.
Oh, chest to bar. Okay. Okay. So okay. And then a max deadlift 375 for the men.
Is that a
250 for the-
max?
Yeah, that's for you. What your max deadlift should be
To keep you from going to semifinals as a man.
He.
I feel like that had to be like a quarterfinals thing.
Boy, I watched it twice. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he's saying that's your max deadlift, but these are minimum numbers.
He
you should
thought
hit,
all
right?
the
minimum,
athletes
yeah,
were gonna
minimum
hit-
numbers. He's saying with the 375 deadlift, you could make it into semifinals.
That's the minimum.
You could
Not-
minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
that
You
could
have
make
to at
it-
least have that. If you
I
don't, then
disagree.
you don't.
As a man, if you can only deadlift 375 pounds as a guy, I don't think you're making it into semifinals.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll be something cool, interesting to see. What the max? I mean,
You
that's-
won't find a single person. Let's go look. I wish we should go look at all the semifinals. I could point out every single guy, and I guarantee there's not a single one on there who could.
So the
only
two
deadlift
of the 1,000 men that make it to semifinals this year, they will all be pulling over.
400 pounds.
Okay.
Hey, dude, I'm the worst deadlifter in the field, and my deadlift's 500 pounds.
Wow. Happy New Year. Love you guys. Thank you.
Was I squinting for a really long
Thank
time
you.
or something?
Yeah. Konnichiwa. And that's to meet you.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Toes to bar 50 in a workout with
Minimum?
intensity, unbroken minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, these seem
Unbroken.
like top 25% quarterfinal numbers.
This is what he says for the bubble athletes. This is bare minimum if you want to make it to to semifinals. Okay, thruster 207 for men, 127 for women.
Max, a 1 rep max.
Yeah.
That's a snatch. Like it should be a 207 minimum. God, not even a snatch.
I'm
that
looking
much.
this video up.
He's fucking. This is just.
I'll
It's
send
such a
you a
waste
link.
of time. This guy's. He's a deadbeat. See,
God,
ya.
I loved this. I loved this part.
He's a fucking deadbeat.
Will Plummer is saying that it's open to quarterfinals,
No, he's wrong.
not semis.
Oh, I bet it's
It's
to
to
get,
get
top.
top 25%.
Yes, that
yeah.
makes sense.
No.
Okay, that
Way
makes-
more
yes,
No.
yes. Allahu Akbar.
Okay, hold on. Now you guys are gonna make me have to find it.
This is
'Cause-
Will's definitely correct.
No, Will is not correct.
The zero
turn
on the
toward
bar
Mecca,
muscle up's
get
kinda
on your
crazy.
knees, pull your prayer mat out, Savon.
Look at chart number 3. Those numbers are for the people who are stuck between semifinals and quarterfinals. That's what that data is right there. It's for those. See the chart number 3 above it? It's the open and then quarterfinals and then semifinals. It's for the people who are. Oh no, that chart shows it's for people who are stuck after the open. Oh yeah. So it's for people who want to make it to semifinals.
No,
It's for people who've already
No.
made it through the open and who want to make it to semifinals.
Quarterfinals
This
is
bare
after
minimum.
the open.
Right. These numbers are for people who make it to the quarterfinals, and this is the bare minimum you're going to need to make it to semifinals.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me play it. I think I found it. Hold on, let me play it. Here we go. Listen carefully.
To try to pull out some just like actionable numbers for you really quickly so you can kind of see. These movements that I have listed here, burpees, double unders, bar muscle ups, toes to bar, chest to bar, deadlifts, thrusters.
He's talking about what shows up in the quarterfinals.
And rowing are really kind of the big staples. You also have clean and jerk and snatch there, but I ran out of space and I thought this was good enough to kind of give some tangible numbers for people to work on. What we did in the data analysis of looking past in the
data analysis
past 5 years is look at in all of the workouts, what is the amount of reps of each one of these movements that you needed to be able to do in a mixed format to finish in the top 25%. And we
That's
used what the
quarterfinals.
maximal number is. So if there was a year with burpees,
Yep.
and then burpee pull-ups and
Boom,
lateral burpees.
bro.
We just kind of paired those all together into a burpee number and said, okay, in past year, the most number of burpees you needed to do in a singular
I stand corrected.
workout to finish in the top 25% is 87 total reps. Now,
Okay, I stand corrected.
Get a you need your grilled cheese, buddy.
I owe you an apology, Max. Good thing. Good. Thank you, Will Plummer. You saved. I'll send you my Venmo. Oh, great.
It's a good thing I did a detox before the show.
Qualify for the 2026 CrossFit quarterfinals with only 7 weeks preparation. My name is the Max Al-Shabaab.
Okay.
And this is how you get there.
So how do you feel about the numbers now? Is 375 good to make it to quarterfinals?
Yeah.
Hey, here's how you make it to
For sure.
quarterfinals. You don't do training think tank. You're gonna hate working out. You're going to absolutely fucking hate working out. You're going to stop doing CrossFit. You're going to start doing 20 reps of this movement, 30 seconds of rest, 25 reps of that movement, 42 seconds of rest. And then before you know it, you'll have not done a constantly varied, unique format CrossFit workout in 3 months. You'll get to the open. You want to shoot yourself in the fucking head.
Where's the
Start
Sentinel
fantasizing
video?
about what the fucking tip of your gun feels like in your mouth.
Where's the Sentinel video of
I don't have to
benchmarks named
fantasize,
for?
I know.
Okay.
Stefan doesn't either.
What?
I
What'd
said
you
you'll start fantasizing about how the tip of your gun feels in your mouth. And Bryson says, I don't have to fantasize. I said, you don't either.
He's got that rib taken out.
Oh, so how do you feel about those numbers then with that recalibrated?
I think those numbers are good. You know,
You don't even just like the idea of it.
No, I don't think you should be.
I think it's misleading for what needs to be done if you're someone who's in that position.
He is taking
By the way, is that a good Move Max workout? Just 87 burpees, then 350 pound, 350 double unders.
I think
rounds.
fucking Muslim Max wrote that workout for Max Al-Shabaab.
15 bar muscle ups, 50 toe to bar. Max, go ahead.
I think Muslim Max is funneling money into Max Al-Shabaab through Hawala.
Wow.
So I would say if you're trying to just crack the top 25%, your approach to training shouldn't be, man, I got to be able to hit 2,400 meters in a workout at intensity on the rower. Your approach to training should be find a program that's constantly varied, functional movements at high intensity, beat the shit out of the fucking workouts, and move perfectly. If you are absolutely crushing yourself with intensity, you are the best mover in your gym. Like those are you need to focus on the basics. He's giving you something to stare at. It's like, flashing a fucking piece of tin foil at a monkey. You're giving something shiny to a fucking retard. And they're like,
oh, that's why I liked it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, hey, bro, all you need to focus on is squatting below parallel, reaching full hip extension at the top, making sure your heels don't come off the ground, working on the forward inclination of your torso, doing some wall squat therapy, listening to the coaches in your affiliate, and moving better and actually becoming a better athlete. Not, I don't know, if 83 burpees in the workout, I might make it 87. I don't know. It's Bryson said it best. It's so misleading on what you need to focus on.
Here's what I think. I agree with everything that Taylor said, but I also enjoy just kind of like watching in the data about it. I would consider that as
You're a monkey
entertainment. Entertainment, yes, because I just want to because I'm super into it. I want to be super into the open. I want to make 2 quarterfinals, and so I'm just gonna watch this just because I enjoy doing it. It feels like I'm investing my time into something that's like maybe helping me get towards my goal. That being said, I think if you actually want to move towards like your goal, everything Taylor said is, and Bryson, I've been saying this time, is 100% correct, right? Like there's no amount of data, there's no secret sauce that you're going to do it. It's the same. It's even worse when you go down the business rabbit hole of this stuff, because people will start to get the data and the self-help books and they'll go to the courses and do all this stuff, but they'll avoid doing the basic work of sales and running ads and leads. That's the same thing that we see here. So it's like, I'm investing into the data. I'm going to read Rich Froning's book, but I'm not going to go into the gym. I'm not going to focus on my warm-ups, my recovery, and my movement patterns. Like, so that to me is where it's at. And I think if you look at this in the terms of like entertainment, because I've worked out hard for that day and I've done everything Bryson and Taylor have suggested, now I just want to go home and throw it on the TV because that's how into it I am, then I think it's great. But I do believe that if you're going to start to use that and focus too much of your training on it, then you're completely missing the envelope.
I know what you mean, Souza. And I would say because of that, I think the place for this is just like a show or like they do a podcast or something. It's like, hey, we just decided to figure out what the minimum, like what the lowest deadlift out of everyone who qualified for quarterfinals was this year, and just so on and so on, like, and just do it like that. Because I get hey, digging into numbers can be fun. I don't think the place for it is to do it in, hey, these are the numbers, so this is what you need to do.
Right.
Here's
I
the
agree
thing.
with that.
When you get too wrapped up into the numbers and too into the weeds of the numbers, you start finding reasons to do less and try less. You get into a workout and you're like, well, I've already done 88 burpees. I don't need to do these other 30 that are in the workout. Or I've already done this 5th interval. I don't need to do the 8 intervals that the workout was written at.
Okay. I was on vacation, bro.
Just saying, man. Look, you just gotta crank hog and get after it.
Yeah, and I do agree with that. In the like, to your point earlier, when you said that if you focused on your movement patterns and you became one of the top movers at your gym, and then you doubled down by just really working on improving your work capacity, like that is the secret sauce. And it sucks because all of that is hard work. And like most people just don't want to do that. It's discipline and it's hard work. And so it's easier to kind of say, hey, I've still invested into getting better by crunching numbers. And the fact is that it's not. It's inside the gym doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I can tell by this guy's picture, he's got a hole in his overhead mobility.
These are helpful to figure out how close or far you are from quarterfinals. Don't use these for programming as absolute benchmark, but you can find where some holes are for certain athletes.
It's true.
Another thing he said that was interesting in there is he said, I thought was interesting, is he said if you need a thruster of 207, that also equates to if you have a clean and jerk of 225, you can probably do a thruster of 207. You think that's accurate?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You think you need more? You think you need a heavier clean and jerk?
No, I think things like that are like Al-Shabaab type shit. Like
could be different for different people.
Could be so different for depending on the person. Like you have some person who can power clean 225 easily and they can't buck and front squat 225.
God, you guys must be fun at Christmas dinner.
Dude, I went hard at Christmas dinner.
I think some of those correlations can be telling, but that one I don't really like. I don't like the thruster to the clean and jerk comparison there. The one that I do like is like a triple front squat to like your max clean potential. So I think there's certain things like that you can kind of look at and say like, okay, if in your overhead squat max compared to like your snatch potential, like some of those might carry over a little bit more and give you some data on like where you should be if you had the technical ability to get it there. But like a clean and jerk relative to a thruster, I don't know.
When Taylor doesn't understand, he does spit on it over his head. I need grilled cheese.
Listen,
They're referring to QuickBooks.
I understand. I understand what Max Al-Shabaab's trying to do. He's trying to give you numbers to focus on, but it's the whole point that Bryson and Souza and I just made is he's focusing on things that should not be the primary focus as an athlete trying to make it in the quarterfinals. You fucked hard.
Just do sentinel training, you'll crush the open. Okay.
Something we all agree on.
This has been the best CrossFit Games update show so far ever in the history.
Oh shit, what's this?
This is something that I always wanted to see, something similar to this at the games. I didn't picture it like in this venue. It's the Red Bull 400. Let me see. I never translated this. What's it say? I'm still wondering how anyone can manage this track in 304. Personally, it took me 5:31. It was brutal. This would be really cool if the fans were all up the sides. This is a fucking crazy video.
Dude, this would be the coolest workout at the games.
Yeah, this is something I've always wanted to see. Just a crazy hill sprint.
We did this at Granite Games, dude. It was an event at the Granite Games. Dude,
was the hill like that? I mean, not that
it was
like
straight up a ski slope.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was, and it was a 400. And I want to say my time was like 5.5, right around 5.5, or 5:07 maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking I bet I could actually find it.
Watch this though. I thought that was the top, the finish line. Look at this shit.
Oh, it goes up further.
How do they get? They gotta scurry those people off the finish line because there's not a lot of room up there. One dude's using the planks. It looks like one dude's pulling himself up on something.
Damn.
So you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Those stairs on the right and left are would be pretty cool to do the race on too.
Yeah,
those stairs to that grass hill.
Damn,
and you know what'd be dope is if they had that set up, something like that set up, and then afterwards they left it up before and after the whole entire time. So as a participant, you could like run it as well, just to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
You know, they had at a marathon, one of the bigger marathons out here, a treadmill with like a bunch of big like blow up shit around it so you couldn't get hurt. And the treadmill would go up to the world record marathon pace. And you would get on there and try to see, and there was a counter with how many meters you went. So it'd get up to speed. And then as soon as you got up to speed, which was like the 4:15 mile pace or whatever ridiculous thing you ran it at, it would start counting your meters and it would see how long you could run at that pace. And it would usually just spit people out the back. It was pretty cool.
Where were they doing that?
That was at the Sacramento, the big marathon that they have in Sacramento. I forget what it's called.
Hey, was it one of those giant treadmills or was it a little one?
No, I mean, it was
giant
like
ones where like the whole floor moves.
No, it wasn't that big. It was like a one-person treadmill, but it was just all had a bunch of padding and protective stuff around it because it knew it was just going to spit people out the back.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
Yeah. That's it. Theirs was a little more padding at the one in.
I found it. My time was 7:16 on that. It was the workout was called Everest, and I believe specifically it was. I think it was some GHD, some sandbag clean and jerks, and then you run 400 meters up that hill. That's crazy.
They need someone a little more top heavy doing this.
They're runners at a marathon. You guys out there in business cash.
That's crazy. Damn, what a throwback.
Oh, that pussy.
Go to that part where it's peaked up right there. You see
Andrew Hiller was there. Andrew Hiller competed at 2018 Granite Games. I beat the brakes off of him.
Which part where it shows the speed there?
No. So if you go to the put down, like you're going to move the cursor forward at the bottom of the video.
Here?
Yeah. You see how it has the waves there? And you see that big peak of a wave?
No.
Yeah. Right above the cursor. No, dude. So put your mouse on the cursor.
Okay,
that's that big peak. That's like the most
yeah.
replayed viewed thing. So like go there and see what people are watching.
Oh, good call. So, oh, great.
Oh man, is it lame? She just did good or something.
Yeah.
Oh, 16-year-old.
I want to see this dude's glasses break.
We just want to see carnage. Most people rewatched it because they did good.
I like that treadmill.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. So I think we've gone through, we did OnlyFans. We talked about why Proven's better. We gave advice to MoveMax to better assimilate.
To American culture.
To American culture.
Damn.
We talked about
bring your shitty culture over here, god damn it.
We talked about Dallin Pepper's winnings. I tried to analyze Max El Hajj's video just looking at the numbers and went off the rails.
Where's he from?
And then we saw the
dude. Don't even ask this fucking question, you rage baiter. I'd fucking fill Andrew with cum.
Wow.
It would leak out of every orifice.
If someone wants to give me a promo code to their OnlyFans,
Yeah, Hiller's not even the best mover in his house, dude. So he's not making quarterfinals.
That was tough. Oh, any affiliate frauds like a good Minnesota daycare? What?
I wish I got.
I'm about to open up a
State
daycare in
funding.
Charlotte. I'm just gonna put Max Al Shabab as my name, and they'll think I'm Somalian. It's gonna be called Muslim Max Learning Center.
oh my god! All right.
Crazy. Hey, we got a bunch of affiliate owners coming on to talk about how they get a bunch of their members to sign up for the Open. So that'll be cool coming up.
Yeah, we have a big series. If you are in that top, 20 affiliate owners, and you'd like to come on the show and talk about it, I sent out so many DMs. I sent out like 15 DMs today. Oh look, I already got something back too.
And I think what we'll do is go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I think what we should do is ask any of those affiliate owners if there's any like specific thing that they do to get their members excited about it. Like whether they do like teams in the Open or like, whatever the case might be. If they're willing to share any of that material with us, that'd be awesome because I'll get it in a spot where it could be downloaded and we could put it in the show notes of the show and share it with any other affiliates that want to utilize some of that stuff in their gyms.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole series. I'm guessing we'll get at least 10 affiliate owners on. Talking about what the Open means to their gym and how they've reached that top 20 status.
And I got one question for you guys to see if we could test CrossFit's marketing knowledge here. Did any of you guys know that you could buy a pack of like Open, whatever you want to call it, tickets or something, to participate in the Open as an affiliate owner, then give it out to free to people in your gym?
I think they should have that. I don't know if they do.
They do. That was the crazy. Like I had no idea. And Craig Howard sent me the email that got sent out by CrossFit. And apparently, like, I'm just surprised Dave hadn't talked about it on his weekend reviews at like nauseum. But like, I could buy a pack
Alzheimer's
of affiliate. Open. What do you call that? Signing up.
Open registrations. You can buy 50. You can buy a 50 pack.
Yeah, and then I could just give that out to my members if I wanted to. So you could do stuff at your gym and be like, hey, we're going to give away X, Y, and Z.
Is that the same as buying viewers if you wanted to be the leading affiliate with registrants? Is that
No, because they still have to go on there and register themselves to do the Open. I mean, it's a little bit different, but like you can't, I'm not buying them and then those don't show up on my counter as the affiliate. So
you
if you
could
want to
use fake names like the Minnesota fraud thing. Just use fake names so you could win.
We'll know who's
yeah, I guess you're right.
Bryson and Hiller after the Open, I would say.
Who is fitter? Is Bryson fitter?
No.
It depends. If you're taking total work capacity across broad time and modal domains, I think Bryson's fitter. But I think there are a lot of things Hiller can do that are semifinal games level.
All right.
Hiller can't do a fucking thruster.
That's true.
Bryson's
you know what that
fitter
is?
What?
A thruster.
Oh. All right. Love you guys. Tomorrow morning, see you guys at 8 a.m. See if Taylor can beat the girl.
Taylor likes to beat women.
I don't see the commercial for Sentinel training still.
It is in there, motherfucker. Time out.
It is in there.
It is in there.
It is, I tell you.
Sentinel Training Open Prep starts on December 29th. But really, if you've been on Sentinel, you've been preparing all year long. For the rest of you, prepare effectively, perform confidently. This is programming by Level 3 CrossFit affiliate coaches.